The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNC Now.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello and welcome to the new channel where our passion transforms a community that sees all things new. I am Master Coach Lakendra and I am streaming live from Dallas, Texas, USA, the home of the Dallas Mavericks. Oh, happy day and welcome to 1 Million Life Coaches Around the Globe, Season 1, Episode 11, right here on TNC. Yes, welcome back and welcome to the place to be on a Monday and Tuesday all around the world. You have landed on 1 Million Life Coaches Around the Globe right here on the new channel, and it's all about our financial gurus that lead. It's going to be so good, y'all. They say that we aren't officially in a recession yet, but we're likely heading towards one in 2023. That's the T, okay? However, many feel like we are in one now with the rise in inflation, gas, food, and housing, which are essential living needs, are just simply too much to afford right now. Also to note that many people are still working very low wage jobs, barely making ends meet, as the economy continues to demand higher payouts. So how do we survive a recession when our money is funny? Many industries are recession proof, and the pandemic taught us that. Are you in a recession proof industry? Just think about that. Is the industry that you're in, the job that you're working, is it recession proof? If not, do you understand how to diversify your income? In my opinion, a wise man knows now that one source of income isn't good enough anymore, especially in one income households. It is okay to start turning your hobbies and things that people tell you that you're really, really good at into income. One of my favorite scriptures is Psalms 18:16. A person's gift makes room for him and brings him before great people. I love that. I really love that scripture. It just really hit me in my spirit because a lot of us are truly suffering because we feel that the job that we have is the only thing that we can do great. Y'all, we need good people to find us during these trying times. So stop being fearful of showing what you are made of. What if I told you that you have time to mentally prepare for an economic decline, as stressful as the thought of it may sound? It is important that you do not panic, but prepare. One thing we know for sure is our economy is resilient, and we have more and more heart centered leaders guiding and teaching us the way, just like our guest today. So we don't have to feel helpless and alone. The economic cycle is always going to be what it is. But as a people that care about humanity, we can come together and survive together. So this season on 1 Million Life Coaches Around the Globe, which is dedicated to all of the global life coach training and Entrepreneur Institute certified life coaches who are powerful leaders that lead with love. You get to hear why they chose life coaching regardless of having extensive academic and professional backgrounds. You will hear how becoming a certified life coach took their lifestyle and business to the next level. You will hear the vulnerability and their personal stories. And despite their successes, academic backgrounds, and prominent careers, they still felt a gap. And most will tell you that their gaps were closed when they became a certified life coach because it's all about the inner coach. Now our coaches are thriving, are finally on a beautiful journey towards fulfillment and a resilient emotional intelligence. So leaders are my thing, and helping them to take charge of their inner healing so they can lead with love is my game. If everyone depends on leaders to solve problems, who do leaders depend on when they need problems solved? Here it is. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, they say. The crown don't have to be heavy, and you don't have to carry the burden of the crown alone when more and more and more heart-centered leaders continue to come together. So I can't wait to bring up our guests. I can't wait for everyone to start jumping on. So if you're tuning in right now, please share this out and invite somebody that you love. Invite them here because today could possibly save your life. Today could possibly save you and your family as the economy continues to struggle financially. Today is a good day to be here on 1 Million Life Coaches Around the Globe on TNC. So make sure you're sharing it out, tagging your friends, and bringing them into the room. Okay, so while you are doing that, I want to talk about a cute little segment that we do towards the end, and it's called our Small Act of Kindness segment, okay, where we give away all of the free love. So we had a winner on last week, and we have yet to send out her free Starbucks card, but we will be sending it out to her this week, okay? So we have not forgotten about you if you're tuning in. But let me tell you the rules. Everyone that participates in the live show, okay, will be placed in a drawing. I mean, when I say participate, I mean actively participating. Because one thing we know is that 1 Million Life Coaches Around the Globe has one of the hottest, participants and supporters. I mean, you always show up for us and we're always grateful. So make sure you're actively participating. Okay. And we want you to like, share, and invite. Okay. So we can see your names flooding the live stream. And I just love when we get to pop your name up on the screen, because when you catch the replay, or when people come in and catch the replay, they'll see your name and they'll be like, okay, who is that? Let me go find out who that is, because they were flooding the live stream. So we want you to really, really be a part of that. Okay. So that's all about the small act of kindness segment. It's really, really simple. Just like the show, share it out, invite some of the people into the room that you love, and let's get some wisdom so we can save our finances, so we can save our money. Okay. So I'm ready. Are y'all ready? Let's bring up our guest of today. She is our financial guru, and she is one of our certified life coaches. So, our guest is a certified life coach and a registered financial planner. She has years of corporate experience specializing in training, sales, and marketing before joining the insurance industry in 2012. She is currently one of the unit managers of Pru Life UK and a consistent National Achievers Club member. She uses her life's experience to set up a stage to be more and leave a significant mark in every person she meets. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Coach Jendee Sapo de Guzman.
Hey, thank you, Master Coach. It's really an honor and pleasure to share this virtual platform with you finally, and it's really amazing. I just feel happy to be in this moment with you.
No, I just feel happy. I feel happy that, first of all, you were able to take time away from your family to be here with us, because it's Tuesday morning where you
Yeah,
are, by the way, right?
yeah.
It's like 9:42 there. So thank you so much, Coach Jendee, for being a part of the show. We have our guests popping in. We want to give a shout out to Coach Ronita. Good
Hi,
evening, everyone.
Coach.
Glad to be here for another awesome episode. Let's get it. Coach Bernita, if you don't mind to share this out, especially to our brand ambassadors, because Coach Ronita is one of our brand ambassadors. Get everybody in here and let's share it out in the 1 Million Life Coaches around the globe, our private group, and just everywhere. Coach Claire is jumping in.
Wow.
So they're coming in here. So this is a great time. It's going to be
Hello.
a great segment. And like I said, I think out of all of the segments, like this one is a really, really good topic for me, because when we start talking about money, Coach, we
Yeah,
shrink.
yeah.
We
Mm,
literally shrink. It's, almost in some cultures, it's almost like a naughty topic. It's a
mm,
naughty topic, right? To want more in your life, for your life. And we know that, yeah, once we have our spiritual self together, and once we have our mental self together, and we're thriving and we're happy, but we're broke.
yeah.
We're,
I, I
but
actually like what I actually like what you've said while I'm on backstage, is that it's difficult when our finances is funny and there is what we call a recession economically, but there's also a personal recession, because what I believe is that wealth is not just about what you can see in your bank accounts, or like your investments or whatsoever. For me, wealth is really inside of us. I'm also a believer that money is just a result of what we believe in at the moment. For everyone knows that money is a tool, and whatever is happening inside of you, that's the only thing that's happening outside. It's a reflection rather of what's happening inside of us. So in fact, when you mentioned about we're moving towards the recession, not only, well, in the US, the inflation is really high at the moment. I believe it's already at 8%. Right here in the Philippines, it's around 6.2, if I'm not mistaken, coming from 4.4% last year. But still, that kind of inflation rate is already felt all over the globe, right? And being broke actually is something that has something to do with how we were able to prepare, not only in the rainy season, but also if you try to plan things out before the rainy season comes. And that's why what I really learned for the past years, maybe later on I can share with our coaches and inner tribe what really happened when I was young. Or you want me to share it right away, or do you have other things to?
No, I want to wait for that because I want more coaches to come in. So,
Okay.
but we're definitely going to hear your story.
Okay.
We're definitely going to hear your story. Let me tell you what I love about you, Coach Jendee. Like, I feel your passion around this. And this is why I know that everyone that's going to be listening is going to walk away with great nuggets and great, resources and tools to really, take their financial, platforms and portfolios like to the next level. So just thank you for just jumping in here, girl. Like this is what I like. This is true girl
Thank
power.
you.
This
My
is what I
pleasure.
love. So you said something. You said money is a result of what we believe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was so powerful. Can you expand on that? Because, a lot of people just think that, the reason why we don't have enough money is because we just don't have a good job. We're not, have a job that's paying us enough. But
Mhm.
that's really not the case, is it, Coach Jindy?
Yeah. For the past 10 years that I've been in the financial services industry, I've coached a lot of breadwinners, a lot of Filipinos, of course. Actually, some of the Filipinos abroad as well, those who are OFWs. And say, for example, we had this coaching today. Then after a year, after a few years, we're going to talk about the same things. So it's not about how much really we earn, but it's about how much we keep and how we manage our finances. Because for me, if we are not going to resolve whatever's happening inside of us, or like the belief system that we were programmed to do, regardless of the amount of wealth we would have, we're going to get back to where we started. So for me, it's always a combination of that's one of the reasons also why I really embraced coaching in terms of the financial services practice, because coaching is really more effective as an approach instead of just giving the, well, we have a lot of investment platforms to actually get into. For example, mutual funds, the stock market. Like in the US, it's the S&P 500. Right
Mhm.
here in the Philippines, is the PSEI. But regardless of all those platforms, if we don't know how to manage it, if we don't understand it from the perspective of understanding how we are as the investor, we wouldn't be able to reach that particular goal in the future. Before you know it, you're already in your 50s, in your 60s, and you still haven't that certain financial goal because you haven't really corrected how you were programmed when you were young, right? Because,
Yes.
our parents, they were programmed by their parents, they are our grandparents, and so on. So if we're not going to break that certain pattern, so when we go to that certain future, it's going to be the same.
Oh, that was so good. Like, supporters over here, I hope you're really paying attention because you hit something right on the nail, Coach Jindy. I want you to speak to those who have that kind of like, I call it scarcity mindset. Like you have a
Yeah.
scarcity mindset, you have a bankrupted mindset, and you don't have to be there. Like I'm such a living proof because I used to be there. And it's really attached to a belief system. So, Coach Jandy, I really, girl, because I trust you, honey, because you went through the life coach certification. So, you're so heart centered and you really want to help people. So I need for you to speak to those who are stuck in a mindset that they can't get out of financial burden. Like, what would
Yeah.
you say to them?
Okay, let me start with my own story as well. My parents were both teachers, and I just woke up one day and learned that my parents are also well, for Filipinos here, they would definitely know about this. My mom selling polo shirts with their co-teacher, something like that, just to earn an extra. And the program that was put into myself is that it's difficult to earn money. It's difficult to earn, as simple as that. So even if there are a lot of options, I can't see that when I was young because my programming's different. Wherein I have another classmate, another batchmate, or not just one person in particular, but a set of classmates. And I asked myself how they were able to spend their allowance every month while I don't have my own allowance to start with. So I realized that it's not just about how much money we have now, but it is actually accepting the fact that this world is really abundant. So by the time I was exposed to other practices, mentors, and coaches, and that's one of the reasons, Master Coach, I really appreciate all my mentors and coaches, of course, in the life coaching industry, you and Coach Sel, because coaching opened up a lot of things in me, aside from the fact that I realized that I have different programming, I was able to understand that there are a lot of options. It's not just about the thought of it's difficult to earn, it's a scarcity mindset. You try to look deep inside, and I realized I have a lot of skills. I have talents to share this world. And by sharing my own talent, I'm able to earn. It's like playing. So like what I do now in the financial services industry, I've been helping a lot of people in terms of debt management. That's number one, actually. Like last week, I was speaking with a 23-year-old with a lot of debts at the moment because of their business, because of the pandemic. And she was actually undergoing anxiety, and when she was able to talk to me and I shared my story with her, it's like she found some light and hope that it's
Mm.
not the end of the story, it's not the end of the world, because it's that we have to open up our minds that number one, it's not difficult to earn money. Number two, you have to look deep inside of you. What are the possible sources that you can do wherein you don't have to exert a lot of energy, because everybody is given their own natural talent, right? Like in my case, I started to paint once again. So during the pandemic, as another source of income, during the time when I was taking care of my mom and my dad, so aside from coaching, I was only playing, so I just started to paint. Then some of my friends bought my painting, so I realized that I have another source of income, and it's been my hobby since I was 9 years old. And it was only in the pandemic I discovered that my friends are really interested with my style in painting, in drawing. So it's really about your programming. That's number one. And then second, in terms of abundance mentality, you have to be grateful for whatever you have every day of your life. For me,
Mm-hmm.
the best formula to remove the scarcity mindset is to be grateful for the things that you have. Like we're able to have, eat 3 or 4 or 5 times a day. Then your family is with you every day of your lives. Everybody's healthy in your household, the car that you're using, the devices, the internet, as simple as that. Even I have this very simple notebook in front of me. I do my journals. I feel relieved
Mm.
of the things that I've been thinking for the past months, because before we went online, I've mentioned that my parents both passed away between 2021 and 2022, and the most powerful tool to resolve that sadness and grieving is still gratitude. So it's the same thing when you are handling your finances and it seems that there is no other option. You start with being grateful. And when you see that things are really coming your way, everything is going to open up and you will see a lot of opportunities. And remember, for me, the best part here is when you ask help, do not be shy to ask or seek help from a mentor or a coach, because that's the most powerful gift that we could ever have in this lifetime, is to have somebody who will serve as our springboard, because whatever we want in life is actually the things that we already knew, and we just need somebody to help us to discover that. In my book, Master Coach, the Be a Brand New You, one of the things that I realized in during the process when I was creating the Be a Brand New You book is that it's not that we want to become another version of ourselves, not only in spirituality, physical and all, but even in finances. It's just rediscovering of who we were, as to how we
Mm-hmm.
were created by our creator. So it's like rediscovery. It's not just about being the new version. So with the same thing with our finances, If you want to uplift the lifestyle of your family, or if you want to uplift your life, you have to rediscover the programming of your family. Then from there, you try to correct and break that chain so that you can be someone who's going to serve as the new generation of your family. So you have to break that chain. You have to break that culture.
I love that. Listen, so we have our supporters jumping in, and if you are enjoying Coach Jendee, send us a heart. Just send us some love. Send us some dollar signs. Send us those little dollar bags emojis. I love those. Send us some of those in the chat. So I want to first just kind of go back and reflect, because girl, you got me over here taking notes. Okay, so there's three things that you really just discussed, right? And one thing you said is it's not difficult to earn money. Y'all, say that out loud. That's like a powerful affirmation. It is not difficult to earn. Just say that to yourself. Like, if you are in a space where you're feeling unworthy, or you're feeling, that you really can't hit your money goals, just say it out loud to yourself. It is not difficult to earn. Okay. Love that. Okay. The second thing you said was what's inside of you. So it kind of goes back to my introduction when I said, my favorite Bible verse, and it says that your gifts will make room for you.
Yeah.
And when your gifts make room for you, good men will find you, right?
Yes.
So, and I loved how you use the play, like I just kind of played around. I love to play with the things that light me up. And you found out that painting was your thing. So the second thing I'm going to ask you over here in the audience is, what things light you up, and what things do you like to play with that are your gifts that people tell you that you're really, really good at, right? Because, honey, you can turn that playfulness, you can turn those crafts, you can turn, those hobbies into money, into where you can create a savings account for whatever reason. Like, you can have multiple streams of income. Trust me on that. The third thing she said, which is my favorite, and that is to have gratitude. Have gratitude for what you have right now. And then go back to that affirmation that says it's not difficult to earn, and expand it. Like, oh my gosh, girl. If y'all are not getting it, I'm telling you, like, this is the place to get it. I said that this episode can truly change your life. So as you are taking notes and you're writing those down, and you're being, you're feeling good, because I'm feeling good. I don't know about y'all, but I'm definitely feeling good with Coach Jendee right now. Let's just give a shout out, because we don't have a show if we don't have an audience. So shout out to Nappy Coach Nia. She says, hello, tribe. Hello, Nappy Coach. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Paul. Paul says, Filipino get rich off of the poor. Well, we gonna change that story today, because honestly, that's a mindset. That's something that we tell ourselves, Paul. So if you start saying, however, just put a comma there and say, however, the poor can still earn if that's what they desire. Because Coach Jendee just said that. She says it's not difficult to earn. So we can still put ourselves in a position to earn. And it may feel like it's a burden, or it may feel heavy that we can't, but that's the reason why we have good people in our financial world like Coach Jendee. And trust me, it's more of her. It's not just one of her, it's more of her. Okay. So thank you, Paul, for that beautiful, perspective of yours. Hello, Coach Mariah. She's here. Coach Mariah says, hello, tribe. Gladys. Hey, Gladys. She says, I'm watching for a Bickle. I think that's how I pronounced it right. Hello, Gladys. We're so happy to have you here, Sunshine. Coach Esteen is here. Coach Esteen is actually our office manager at our headquarters here in Farmers Branch. So hello, Coach Steve. Thank you so much for being here. Coach Ronita sent us the dollar signs. Thank you. Like what I love. That is what I love. And Coach Ronita says potential
Yeah.
is based on personal
Mm,
philosophy. I I
yeah.
I so love it. Like we're already headed into just a great conversation about money. And I think we have to start challenging our emotions. Like even now, some people may be turning their nose up because it's like money is such a bad thing to talk about, but it's not. It's a good thing to talk about. And I hate that, we have to talk about money, but that's how the world is ran. The world is ran on us exchanging, goods and services, and that exchanges with money. So we have to talk about it in order for us to survive. So Coach Jenny, what are three ways to produce extra income?
Extra income. All right. There are not only three. There are a lot of things to
I
start
know,
with.
but we don't want to blow their heads up. So
Yeah.
what are your top three?
Top three, actually, in terms of side hustle or extra income, it still depends on you. Or, well, in our case, it still depends on our audience. Because in my case, I'd like to go back to what you mentioned earlier, Master Coach, in terms of what you play, the thing that you want to play, right? And for me, I really love teaching because my parents are both teachers. I think teaching is innate in me. So as a financial planner and a financial advisor and a unit manager in our team, I really love teaching. So that's why I was able to play really big in this industry because I love to teach. And another reason why I fell in love with coaching because I found how coaching was able to transform a lot of lives just by embracing the thought and operating out of love and compassion. And I was able to get, it's like the ikigai that you love teaching, then there's coaching that it met in the center. And it helped me not only in terms of discovering what I'm really truly skilled for, but I was able to help a lot of people. So that's number one for me. This is my personal story. So in your case, if you're good in writing, so it can be a side hustle for you, maybe article writing, script writing, or write for others. That's another thing. But in my case, it's teaching, so that's why as a side hustle, I become a financial advisor in 2012. I started as a part-timer in 2012 when I realized that God really called me to teach. And then eventually, for the past years, I've been asking my creator, I've been asking God, what am I here on earth for? While I know how to paint, I don't know how to use this skill for. And then here comes the pandemic, and God said, this is the time for you to realize what your skill regarding painting is for. So I realized that regardless of the fact that I've done a lot of jobs or careers in the past or shift in careers in the past, I would really go back to what I really love to do, which is painting. So even up until now, even if I have a busy schedule, both as a mom, as a wife, I have a team, then I have my personal clients as well. I would still find the time to paint, especially in on weekends. And one of the things that I discovered in painting is that it removes, of course, my physical stress, the stress of the weekdays. Like I have to drive in some parts of our area, like going to the school, going to my office, and some our church, and etc. So that's a second for me. And then the third one, I can't be a singer because I don't know how to sing. So I can't be invited. The third one, I can't find any other for me as the third one. But if you are in business, might as well find something that resonates with you. As an example is my husband. We have this piggery farm, and a lechon is it's like the roasted pig in I don't know how in other areas in the Philippines they call it, but still it's lechon, okay? And then I asked him, why did you start the piggery business? And why this business out of all of the businesses that you know how to operate? Then he told me that even when he was very young, he likes to see the pigs. He likes the smell of the farm. So I told him that it's really for you, because if it's going to be my business, I wouldn't be able to operate it, because he is operating it out of love and passion for the pigs and for the
Mm.
animals. And then he's also playing badminton. And that's why he discovered that he can be a distributor for the badminton strings. You see, there's a connection with what you're really passionate about and what you really want to do. Because sometimes it's easy to copy a business, it's easy to copy a side hustle, it's easy to copy what other people are doing. But how to prolong that certain stint and how to discover if that certain stint is really for you, it's going to be difficult if you're not going to love it, if you're not going to resonate with that idea. So for me, if we're going to talk about side hustle, if we're going to talk about extra income, there are a lot, like virtual assistants, stint, um, multimedia marketing, financial advising, insurance, being an insurance practitioner. But my only note to that is, instead of just giving you the top three things, after this live session on a sheet of paper, you list down all the things that you can do. And then on the other side of the paper, or the opposite side of the column where you wrote the things that you can do, which of the things you think you can transform into a business wherein you can also operate even if you're at home. So I think that could be the best answer to that, Master Coach. Because it's,
Oh,
for me, it's really difficult to prolong the life of a business if you don't love that business. So our piggery farm is already, I think it's already 10 years or 11 years. The business already 11 or 12 years. So whenever there are things or challenges in our business, I would always ask my husband, "You still want to continue?" And there's no other answer. It's always yes. And if you are familiar with the African swine flu, it happened here in the Philippines in 2019, right? So there's ASF, there's a virus among our pigs, but he is still here, and he was able to discover how he's going to treat the virus, how he's going to prevent that virus. And it's also a blessing in disguise, because he was able to find a vaccine and a veterinarian to help him with how he's going to prevent the ASF in our piggery farm. So you have to find out what you really love to do and convert that into business. The best person to talk about passion is Coach Celia. How you're going to convert your, passion into profit. Passion to profit. It's Coach
yes,
Celia.
Passion to Profit. That's one of the
Yeah.
shows here on
Yeah.
TNC. I really, really love that. I love that you kept it so practical, Coach Jendee. This is how I know you're a good coach, right? A good coach always gives homework. Y'all, she had gave y'all homework on a sheet of paper. You're going to get a sheet of paper. You're going to fold it. Look, this is all you need to do. You're going to fold it like this. On this side of the paper, you're going to write everything you're good at, and on this side of the paper, you're going to write if you can turn that into a business, and
Yeah.
watch how your brain starts to shift for you, because you don't always have to know that the answer is there. Sometimes you just have to do to find the answer, right? But so as you continue to trust your own process, you're going to find the answer. Now, this was the key one that I'm so happy that you said. Like, I didn't have to persuade you to say it, like you just said it on your own. And she said teaching. Everybody can teach, because
Yep.
you are really, really good at something. You have mastered how to bake that pineapple upside down cake. Honey, I can't do it, but you may can teach me how to do it, and you can charge me for teaching me how to do it, because you're going to also tell me the proper ingredients to do that. You may have learned how to tie dye a shirt perfectly, where the shirt, it could be a shirt, it could be a skirt, it could be multifaceted. Like, you have no idea of the gifts that you have. But when you are in monkey brain, when you're in clouded brain, you cannot think. And on the opposite side of monkey brain is your next level of success. It is your beginning savings account. On the other side of the foggy brain is, your savings to start your child's college tuition, or to prepare for a recession just on the other side. You just got to be able to think clearer. And that's why it's so beautiful that financial advisors like Coach Jendee have crossed over to life coaching, so they not only can help you to build a beautiful, financial portfolio, but also to get your mind and your heart in alignment with that. So it don't have to be like this. It could be like this, like on an incline. So this conversation is getting even more juicier. Coach Jendee, you're doing such a great job. Listen, y'all, don't go anywhere because we have a commercial break. The commercial break is hot. It's of all of our supporters that support the show, and we want you to watch the break, go get you something to drink, and come back for the next half of the show. So we will be back right after these messages.
Juan Lu and his puppets face to face with special guests Makata Tawanan, Jess Box, and the Lunaria Marionette Show.
Salita. Alam mo, Tito Anlo, kung wala ako, magsasalita ka mag-isa. Kung wala ako, wala kang masusuot. Kung wala ako, wala kang nakakain.
November 13, Sunday, 7 p.m. at the La Verdad Auditorium in Apalit, Pampanga. Buy your tickets now and see you soon, face to face.
Well, hello and welcome back. I am Master Coach Lakendra, and you're still watching 1 Million Life Coaches Around the Globe. The new channel is an online alternative new media platform of online shows for people on the go. Please watch all of our shows as seen on the screen. Take a look at them and imagine having your own show, your own playlist, your own content, and you do not have to do it alone because TNC got you covered. TNC aims to transform the lives of our viewers through engaging, authentic, and original content. Our channel is a responsible global 24/7 platform that showcases Filipino talent, global influencers like myself, and cultural intelligence and ingenuity. Catch 1 Million Life Coaches Around the Globe every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time as you're winding down from a goal-driven day, and Tuesday mornings in the Philippines at 9:30 a.m. as you get ready to slay your daily goals. You can watch live or on replay via Facebook or YouTube. Follow us on IG, which is Instagram, and listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just search TNC Now, hashtag TNC Now. For sponsorships, please email now@thenewchannel.com or send us a DM, a direct message, and enjoy these life-changing shows because we made them just for you. That's my favorite part. We made them just for you. Okay, so listen, let's get back to the show. And I want to bring Coach Jendee back up because we're getting ready to recognize one of our coaches. How was your break, Coach Jendee?
Good. I'm just listening behind the background. And I'm actually reading the comments. So I'd like to honor and thank all our coaches and tribe and everyone who's watching right now. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So, listen, this segment right now is one of my favorite segments, and it is my coach crush of the week. So, drum rolls, please. The coach crush of the week is Coach Nia, which is a nappy coach Nia. She is a mental health, a life coach, and the owner of Nappy Sanctuary Wellness Center. She helps men, women, and families find their purpose in healing through the craft of locks. And she is also the lead coach for the U.S. and a brand ambassador. She's so hot, y'all. Like, I love Coach Nia. So, Coach Nia, I know she's actually here tuning in. Congratulations on being my coach crush. You just make me smile.
Yay.
I so
There she
appreciate
is.
you. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, the next thing that I want to go into is let's talk about this conference real quick. The Leading with Love Boutique Style Conference, which is our first live and in-person conference. Yes. So this conference is for everyone. We're not leaving anyone behind. So I want to pull up the site because sometimes we need a visual, right? We need a visual. So if you go to, let's pop the website address up on here in case you want to follow along. Y'all know, just like Coach Jendee, I'm such a teacher. Like, that is one of my gifts. So this is the site that you can go to. It's bit.ly/, all capital letters, LWL 2022. And this is where it's going to bring you. So I want to show you, let's kind of scroll on down. This is the information that you can find about the conference. It gives you all three. It's a 4-day event. If you go click on these little plus signs, it'll expand the conference. Who is coming? You'll find out who is coming this week. We'll be putting up all of our influencers who's going to be coming. So keep on scrolling down for me. Yes, yes, yes. And boom, right here. There are 3 tickets if you are here in the U.S. or if you want to fly over here from on the other side of the world if you have time, right? there are 3 tickets. We have our general admission, we have our VIP 3 Next Level U, which is the ticket that you want to purchase because it's going to cover all of your meals and all of the fun that we're going to have. But we also have a great discount where you can get the VIP 3 Next Level U experience 2 for 1. You can bring a business bestie to this conference for the price of 1. Amazing deal. And then we have a virtual symposium, which is for everyone. So if you're there in the Philippines or any place in the world, or if you're here locally and you can't make it to the conference, you can still attend the virtual symposium, which we will be discussing equity, diversity, and inclusion, and how to apply that to your business and your personal life so you can continue to expand and grow. And all you got to do is just go click on that, and you can be a part of that for free. And also, let's scroll on down. All of our proceeds are going to these beautiful 4 charities, so you can still give. The Liso Foundation is out of Africa. They're actually in Zambia, Africa, and we have been donating to this village, supplying school supplies for those kids just so they can go to school. So if you want to donate there, you can just come here and donate. Hunger Free Philippines is an amazing organization that feeds, the homeless there and those who are in need in the Philippines. I know Josephine personally now. She's an amazing human being. So if you have a heart for helping others to eat, donate here. Arlington Life Shelter, they house full families here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we're actually going Thursday to serve at that shelter, and they're so ready for life coaches and people who have beautiful hearts to come and pour into those families. So if you have a heart for people who have lost everything and are rebuilding, you may donate here. And then we have Explosive Grenades, which is one of our local step and dance programs. They are the only program that has a facility for stepping, which is such a powerful instrument for our inner city youth to be a part of. It helps them to just have better behavior, have somewhere to go, have purpose so they can stay out of trouble. So if you love youth and you love to keep them out of trouble, you can donate here. So these are the 4 organizations that you can come to the website and donate personally to. And let's just revisit them one more time. Let's revisit the conference donators that we're going to be giving to. We can leave the actual website now. Yes. Thank you so much. And let's just run it back for them. People love to give. One thing I would say as leaders, without our communities, y'all, we have no business. It is our communities that actually keeps us going. It's not the rich. It's really our middle class and lower middle class lower class that actually patronizes our business. So in a minute, y'all, we'll be putting those back up so you can take a look at and check them out, because we love our beneficiaries. And I think that we have selected a great group of deserving beneficiaries to receive funds from us. So this is Arlington Life Shelter. Awesome. Who is up next? We have Hunger Free Philippines. Love them. Who's up next? We have the Liso Foundation. Yes. And last but not least, we have Explosive Company. And they are all so deserving. And you can go right to the conference website and you can donate. Thank you, production. I just love production. Y'all give it up for production. Yes. Because I cannot survive without production. Okay, Coach Jendee, thank you for just this beautiful segment. I do want to let everyone know how they can find you if they want, if they need any type of financial
Yeah.
support? Can you just kind of explain to them what it is that you provide and how they can find you?
Okay. You can easily find me when you type my name over Google, but I have this website and all my social media handles is already there. It's bit.ly/coach Jendee de Guzman, and every Thursdays. I go on live with my group of financial planners. Actually, they are my mentors and coaches in the financial planning industry. It's called Wealth Archie. It's Thursdays here in the Philippines at 7:30. However, it's in Tagalog. It's in Filipino language. So if you can share the live on Thursdays to your Filipino friends, that will be amazing, especially to our OFWs, our overseas Filipino workers, because we give tips and financial tips during the live session. Usually also give the comprehensive financial planning on a different segment, a different platform. But that one is already free, so you can always ask whatever you need to ask for in terms of investment planning, where to invest, how to invest, insurance planning, cash flow planning, debt management. That's every Thursdays. But if you want to reach out to me, just go to my website, and I do life and finance coaching, both of them, because I see the synergy of both life and financial coaching. And I believe probably a majority of our listeners and viewers at this moment is already familiar with the wheel of life. The reason why I believe that life and financial coaching has to come together, because finance is just one aspect of the wheel of life. So I hope that our listeners and viewers would really recognize that finance is just one snippet of our life. So, we have one life to live, have a life. Finance is just one aspect. So if you have things going on with your finances, don't worry about it. We're going to resolve it. That's why we have this tribe in TNC, in the GICE, to help you also, and to find your options, to find what you're going to be good at, where you can also start, as what Master Coach Lakendra mentioned, start having your savings, start funding your investments for your children's education, retirement, and to be prepared for any type of recession. It's not only the first recession that we've encountered in history, right? We've had also in the early 2000s. So we have to plan for it. So just go to my website. It's bit.ly/coach Jenny de Guzman. And for life coaching, I have a separate podcast for life coaching. It's on Spotify, Amazon, and Apple podcast rather. It's called Paid Forward Today. It's the logo with the light bulb. It's color blue, and we discussed everything about life and finance together with another coach, Coach Neri Sotero. She's also a life coach, a good friend of mine. And the reason why it's called Paid Forward Today is that as moms, as mothers, we want to have that platform as something that probably our children would be able to search and find on the internet when they grow up. So, and then they would be able to share it also with their counterparts. So to easily find me, Google my name, Jendee de Guzman, or just go to my website. All my social media handle is there. Um, my ebook is there. My services, everything is in there. So bit.ly/coach Jendee de Guzman.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And since you had mentioned that ebook, Coach Jendee is giving away her ebook, and we already have the person who has won
Yay!
the ebook. Yes, and the person who won is Coach Claire. So yay, Coach Claire, you won Coach Jendee's ebook and this week's Starbucks run
Wow.
winner is Nappy Coach Nia. I mean, Nappy Coach Nia, I think this is maybe like her second time winning. So, congratulations, Nappy Coach Nia,
Congrats.
for winning the Starbucks One card. And we will be sending it out virtually. And also to the guests who won on last week, we will also be sending yours out this week. We have not forgotten about you because this is real. Like, we really give out our gifts. So, thank you so much, Coach Jendee. You were such a breath of fresh air and
It's an
really,
honor, Master Coach.
yeah,
It's an honor.
and just really, fulfilling us and giving us hope that we can earn because it's not difficult. That is stuck in
Yes.
my head. It is not
Yes.
difficult to earn. And so we really,
Yeah.
really appreciate you. So I'm going to put you kind of side stage because I want to just mention the conference one more time, our Leading with Love boutique style conference. We want you to make sure, regardless of where you are in the world, there is a ticket for you. And if you are here locally, um, the code that you can use for the 2-for-1 VIP 3 experience, where you can bring your business bestie, is Biz Bestie, and that's BIZ Bestie. That is what you can use, and so we will get that card and code up so you can see that as we close out our show. So thank you so much, everyone, for attending today's 1 million life coaches around the globe. So if you are a leader and you're looking for an online community to be a part of, join our Facebook group, 1 million life coaches around the globe. You can just type that into the search engine on Facebook and answer a few simple questions, and we'll let you right on in. Okay. If you are ready to take your life to the next level and you feel that that you're a pretty good person in your heart, and you're already on the road to inner healing so you can continue to expand and grow, I offer all heart-centered leaders to explore our life coach certification for leaders. Our I Care Global Heart Model and course was designed just for you, to teach you how to discover your inner coach at all times. Are you feeling burnt out? Like, do you feel there are more opportunities, even financial opportunities you should be exploring, but there's hesitation of fear and judgment or even rejection of others? Like, are you tired of your own emotional ups and downs? Or do you feel that you could just be a better leader? And leaders for us are described as people who are in control: mothers, fathers, neighbors, supervisors, CEOs, candle makers, a neighbor, teachers, makeup artists, fashion designers, motivational speakers, police officers, online influencers, and the list can go on and on. Financial planners, all of the great people are leaders because we guide people into making decisions every single day. Because all of these people lead. And our 1 million life coaches around the globe is a mission of having 1 million life coaches leading with love, with one representing all 195 countries. Is it possible? Damn right it is. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it, because you are possible. I am possible, right? Our children and our communities are possible. And we're all striving to be the best version of ourselves. And that's the reason life is so beautiful, because we always have the opportunity every time we wake up and choose to say yes to life. So please explore our website and contact us there, and don't forget about the conference. There is a ticket for you, and I appreciate you. Man, we are almost done with season 1, but we'll see you next week at the same place at the same time. Come back and invite your friends to come back, and have a great rest of your week. Bye for now.